Hey, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about things I think that people should know, especially young people, before they enter the industry. Meaning in, Hollywood. Just with a lot of things that are going on, of course, we know that Hollywood is kind of shaking upside down right now. But I think that there are like just a few key things, I guess main things that I would say that people need to know before either entering the industry themselves or their children entering the industry. The first one is I don't think that parents should allow someone to take their child if they don't know them and take them to wherever, because you don't know what their intentions could be. They could be, oh, I'm gonna, make you famous. I'm gonna be able to get you in the industry. You're gonna be a, top of the line singer, dancer, entertainer, or whatever. And then you don't know the consequences behind that, because there's some consequences behind doing, you know, what you want to do in the industry as far as singing and acting. They'll tell you, yeah, you can join, whatever, you could do this, you could do that. But really there's consequences, you guys, to, things that you want to do in Hollywood, in the entertainment business. So I think that if you do have a child or yourself, want to enter the industry, I think there's things that, you just need to be aware of. They are of the unknown, and not until you get there. You won't know until you get there. And it's sad to say, but that's just how they operate. People are told, yeah, I'm gonna make you famous. I'm gonna, make you this, A-list celebrity, this top singer. I'm gonna, get you here, get you there. And all these are broken promises just to do things that are really awful, you guys. I mean, as we know. There's a lot of, the second thing is there's a lot of alcohol and a lot of substances floating around. So just, things you need to be aware of. You're not used to that. You never lived that lifestyle before. That could be something new to you, and then especially if it's pushed off to you, you never done it before, peer pressure, they'll try to, from what I see, manipulate you and try to get you to, drink, take substances, and you never done it before. So, yeah, that's not good. And then there is, the third thing is a lot of DV and a lot of essaying. I mean, as you guys know, like I said, a lot of things that are going on in Hollywood, a lot of things that have already happened in Hollywood with court cases and people getting sent to prison for doing awful things to, minors or even of age, people, So, yeah, that part. So it's awful. So another thing is you can't trust everybody. That's a big thing. I mean, that's just regular everyday life, not being in Hollywood, not being in the industry. You just got to watch people, you got to watch people, how they move. It's always good to sit there and what they say, keep your eyes open and your ears, your eyes and ears open and your mouth shut. You got to pay attention to what people are telling you, because if somebody can come and sell you a dream, next thing you know, you're in a nightmare. You thought you was, gonna have, all this fame, fortune, money, all the cars and clothes and jewelry and all this stuff, and then next thing you know, you're in a state of depression. You've been put on drugs. You've been, addicted to alcohol, and those type of things. That's just, what it is. You got to be very strong-minded. If you're a type of person easily to be manipulated into situations, I don't think that's going to be, a place for you, because people will tell you things and they will almost really walk you into situations that you're like, man, how did I get here? Like, how did I get here? People have, like, they are smooth talkers, and they will talk you into and out of things that you shouldn't be out of or into. It's just, that easy. I don't think that you should take any drinks from somebody that just come up to you offering you drinks if you're at a party. And just be mindful. You don't want to go to certain parties that you don't know what's going on. You don't know these people. You just have to be aware, being put in places and situations can lead to an awful thing, compromising your integrity. You never drank before, or you never did rugs before, and all of a sudden, you're doing this, you're doing that, and it's like, man, how did I get here? So you got to be mindful of those things. Always ask questions. Another thing, always ask questions. If somebody tells you to try this or try that, and you're like, well, what is this or what is that? Question. You got to question things. Don't just be like, okay, okay. You guys got to question things. Always ask. If something seems strange, you got to ask, Don't just let nobody push you into a corner and, make you do something that you're not normally used to doing, I would say don't go to parties and people that you don't know, if a friend invites you to a party to go with them and, they're not familiar with the people or you're not familiar with it, just stay away. I think it's just the best thing to do because you don't know what type of people are at that parties and also why they're having that party. They may be having a party to try to get you to join an organization or a group that you don't know about. They'll, like I said, they'll sell you a dream. Next thing you know, you're in a nightmare. You don't want to join no organization or no type of group that you are, unaware of. Research. You got to do your research. I always say do your research. I could tell you the sky's blue, purple, yellow, but until you go and research it and find that it is those colors, then, you have to go out and find out and verify for yourself. What's another one? Don't sign any contracts. Y'all don't sign no contracts if you don't know exactly what the contract entails. You don't, whenever you get a contract, it's already written in lawyer language per se. So if you don't know what you're signing, don't sign anything, because that may be a trap. There may be like one little sentence where it's like a fine sentence that you may miss. And then next thing you know, you are locked into something that you can't get out of. And if that's your signature, the contract is like a legally binding document. So just make sure that, you get a lawyer that is the type of lawyer that you need for whatever document you're signing. You send it to them and they verify everything because, your signature is going on the line and that contract is, like I said, legally binding. So, just make sure of that. I would say never go with somebody that you don't know. When you're in the entertainment industry in Hollywood, there's all kind of people going through there, coming through there, going, coming and going. And if, somebody's there talking to you, asking you this, asking you that, and then invite you to a party or something, and you don't know this person from Adam, I wouldn't go. You just got to be, I'm telling you, you guys got to be careful. Like, people will get you into situations that you don't want to be in. And, like they say, it's easy to get into something and it's hard to get out of, especially if you are not in the mindset of being controlled, because those things happen. They can, control you, control your life, tell you what to do, tell you, how to act, what to do, what you can do, what you can do. And, if you're in making money, singing, dancing, acting, or whatever, and that's your money that you actually honestly earn, why should somebody tell you either how to spend your money or how to act, what you can do and what you can't do? just, you guys be mindful. Be mindful. And I would say I wouldn't join any organization, like I said, or a group or anything like that, because you don't know what they entail. You could say that it's this organization, next thing you know, it's, something else, and, your nightmares begin. So this is just like a couple of, just a couple of key items and things that I think you guys should know if you guys are trying to enter into Hollywood or enter into the industry, no matter whether you're a singer, dancer, actor, or whatever. Just be mindful of different things when it comes to just entertainment business, period. If you want to be an entertainer or a singer, dancer, whatever, you feel like you have the I guess, you have the credentials, I guess, to act, dance, do whatever, and you feel like you want to, that's something you want to do as a career, and you have those, that type of experience, or, you've been doing it, just like I said, be mindful, because things that are going on right now, you have to be very mindful, very vigilant of your area, where you're at, what you're doing, even people you talk to, because like I said, they sell you a dream and then you're in a nightmare. So just be mindful of those things. And I think that parents who have kids that, want to act, want to dance, want to do this, want to do that, that's good. But just make sure that you are staying with your children. I would not allow my child to go nowhere without me. If they say, oh, I need, you to sign over, or give me custody of your child, and, we'll teach them this, teach them that to get them, acting gigs or whatever the case may be. Just stay with your child. Just make sure that your child is safe. If that's possible, I don't know, but, just make sure that you don't turn over any, your child over to somebody and you don't know them. That's really awful. An awful sight if something were to happen, and you just want to be mindful and vigilant of that. So so these are just a couple of things that I would say. I mean, I'm not in the entertainment business at all. I'm not in Hollywood. However, I'm just going off of, these are just my opinions on what I've seen going on in Hollywood and things that people don't know of, prior to getting there, especially young. I notice a lot of 17, 18-year-olds, they enter the industry, and even underage, but just be mindful of people, places, and things. And if something seems, kind of sketchy, ask questions, and if you ask questions and, they don't want to answer them, or you feel like they're not being honest or something, that will tell you, how you can proceed moving forward. So just be mindful, be vigilant, and if you do, are you, you're an actor, you're a comedian, or whatever you are. There's other options too, of course, of getting famous, of course, here on YouTube, TikTok, IG, and other, platforms that you can. You don't have to strictly really go through Hollywood nowadays to, make a name for yourself, get famous, or whatever the case may be. But if you do go that route, just, you guys be careful, be mindful, because, there are some awful people out there, and, sometimes the sweetest person can look like, a nice, like a nice person, an honest person. They're here to help me, they're just, doing this and doing that, and they're going to help me. But really and truly, sometimes that's not the case. They have an ulterior motive, and you're unaware of it because, you don't know. So, ask somebody, or ask a lawyer, bounce things off of, your friends and families. Or like I said, if you have to get a lawyer, ask them too. And somebody who's legit is going to give you an honest opinion on whatever it is that you're asking in reference to entering the entertainment business or, you know, Hollywood. So those are just my thoughts, you guys. If you guys will like, share, and subscribe, I am here. I will continue to bring content. So I hope you enjoyed this, this video. Bye.